Welcome, guys. How's it going? I am coming to you with a hot off the press banger. Hot off the press banger. Hot off the press banger. You see the title. You know what it is. You know what it is. Last year's Sky locker room drama. The story behind the tension. Right? Just came out. Just came out. I know you all seen the little clips on it. It's all over Twitter. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. I'm just going to go straight to Twitter. We're going to talk about it. We're going to pull it up. We're going to go over it real quick. Here we have coming directly from one of the ex-coaches of Chicago Sky, Crystal Robinson. As you can see, some of the tension that we talked about, we all thought it came from the drama between Kennedy Carter and dramas with her and some of the players in the locker room dealing with ex-players and why they wanted to leave, and Dana and Izzy and all that stuff, right? Come to find out, you got things dealing with stuff of the likes of what we would call Marina Mabrey. It could have been kind of sound like something dealing with Marina Mabrey and also Kennedy Carter of that likes of that, but nothing dealing with the severity of what we were told, right? Jeff told Crystal Robinson, one of the coaches, that she would have to beg for her job at some point, right? Dealing with some of the things that were going on. But if you look at Crystal's tweet, let's see if we can get through some of this right here. Let's see, scroll through the tweet. Let me minimize this so I can get to the tweet, and we can let's get into it. Let's go through it here a little bit. All right, we go through the tweet, scroll through it. Let's enlarge this a little bit so you can see what I see. So you can see what I see. Let's enlarge this a little bit. There we go. Bring it on down. Up. Too large. Let's go. Bring it in. You pull that on over. There we go. Pull it over so you can see it a little bit better. Messing up. There we go. So we look at it. Okay. Let's see if we can get to the top of this. Right. So Crystal says, "So sorry I'm late to the chat. Since my name was brought up, I've never had one problem with Kennedy Carter. In fact, no one believed in or supported her more than Teaspoon and I. I was accused of being a racist by Marina Mabrey, whom I fought tooth and nail to help stay in the league." So there was something more to it when it came to Marina Mabrey and Crystal. Now, when we're talking about dramas like there of coaches and players, it very well sounds like it could have been something dealing with Crystal and Marina. You think? You tell me what you think. It very well could have been something like that. Let's get this back to normal size here. So I can see a little bit better. There we go. I'll get it all set up where it's back to normal size. So let's get back to that statement. Now, it sounds like, and I'm not going to speculate. I'm just going to bring it to you as I see it. It's a tweet that's here, and there's a thread that's going. It's not my words. It's their words. It's right here. You can go to Twitter and you can find it out yourself. And it looks like Jeff was involved, and Jeff basically told Crystal, when she was leaving, that she was going to have to beg for her job. She's going to have to beg for her job. So let's read it. Jeff told me I was going to have to beg for my job without an investigation to prove Marina is mad because she ain't, that's what the word, she ain't the centerpiece. I told Jeff I would never beg anyone for a job. I left on my own accord. So please, at this at this person so I can tell her the STFU before I sue her. So shut the up before I sue her. In other words, that's what she's saying. So she need that person, i.e., meaning Marina Mabrey, to shut the hell up before she sue her for putting that narrative out there. So players want to talk about the situation and want to put this stuff out in the air while things had been dead in the waters. Now we want to bring it all out. And the ones that I feel extremely sorry for were the rookies, because the rookies are just there, meaning Angel and Camilla. So they're in the midst of having to go through and hear and listen to some of these things that are going on without having no notion as to this is new. So they're trying to keep their nose clean, allegedly, from all of this. But you got all of this drama going on. And it says, Crystal also says, so tired of these people ignorance. Leave Kennedy alone. Worry about your own life. She struggled early in her career, but found someone who helped her make some big changes. But you don't want to talk about that, which is facts. And it was evident if you watched the games, if you watched Kennedy play last year with the Sky, I think she really felt at home and she felt very comfortable with Teaspoon. She actually felt really comfortable with Angel as well. I felt like Angel is a person who embodies the individuals that she played with. She loves on her teammates. She supports her teammates at every turn, regardless to what's going on. She saved face of whatever she feels personally, and she loves on her teammates, regardless to whatever people may say, think, or feel. And she expressed that, and she shows that on the court. She plays beyond feelings. It's facts over feelings. And when it comes to the game, she plays within the realm of the game, right? If you don't know that about her, then you've never really watched Angel play. But that's who she is. That's her personality. But this stuff is finally coming out, y'all. It's coming out. I'm sure we're going to hear more since this is coming out. And I don't think that Crystal would have come out and said anything had this not leaked out for the individual that's speaking on it, which seems to be Marina Mabrey, since she's talking about it. I don't think that this is something that should have been made public, in my opinion, because the noise had died down. But inquiring minds want to know. So we're inquiring minds, people. We want to know. We want to know. So let's get into it as we continue to watch this drama unfold, as the title say, locker room drama. Let's see. It goes on further to say what? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. She says, moving right along. She said, I have never had a problem in my life with a player. In fact, I'm a player's coach. Just as a player that has played for me, do not spread lies about me when you don't know me, nor have you ever met me. And that's at that Sabria. I don't know who the Sabria is, so I guess Sabria tried to make a statement on Coach Crystal, and she doesn't know her personally, so she's making it known right now. Since her name was brought up, she felt it best that she comes out and speak on her own name and get some things clarified. And unfortunately, this will put Jeff P in even more of a hot seat based on how he has tried to spread the narrative. But if you think about what E. Will said, right? E. Will and all the players put out that there was never a problem. There was only a problem, certainly, probably with a few things that what locker room don't have some form of drama per se, but nothing that's ever major. You're always going to have a player that feels like something is unfair and unjust to them because they want to play more. And what it sounds like is Marina was a little upset because the focal point wasn't on her. That's hearsay. That's what we're reading here. And on Twitter X, that's what it's saying. And that's what it perceives to be. So she wanted to move around, and that's quite okay. So she was able to move. But if you also look at it, she wanted to leave and go to a team that was going to have an opportunity to go to the playoffs and get further off into the playoffs and possibly make a run for the title. Who wouldn't want to do that? Everybody wants to do that. Everybody wants to do that. So with that, guys, I wanted to bring that to you real quick. I hope you enjoyed listening to this and getting this information put out, and this was informative to you. And with that being said, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber of mine, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button and also leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's find out more. Oh, y'all don't mind my dog. She hears something going on. But with that, let me go ahead and let y'all get out of here because she's going a little haywire. With that, bye, guys. Thank you.